Good evening, everyone. We're all aware of the terrible hurricane that's hit the US, Hurricane Irma, but because the UK press have got a bit of a slow news week, they've decided to dream up their own disaster story. So this is my one-off, hopefully, disaster relief video for the UK. Now, we're aware that Irma, when it struck the British Virgin Islands, was travelling at 185 miles an hour. We're aware that people in Florida have lost everything. I mean, some people must have gained something because they went to bed with nothing and woke up with 2 yachts in the garden, so they've done okay. But seriously, I know people over there, I hope you're okay. So with that in mind, Hurricane Aileen, we were warned to expect to gust at up to 75 miles an hour, so a full 110 miles an hour slower than Irma. Also, where I live in Staffordshire, we were warned to expect winds of up to 20 miles an hour. And bear in mind, you'll struggle to kill someone with a car at 20 miles an hour, so the air should be okay. However, I mentioned this on Facebook this morning, and what I've got here are real stories from real people. I promise I've not made any of these up. These are what people have commented on my thread today, and I should warn you, some of this is pretty harrowing. I'm going to start off, Charlie. I know Charlie lives near me. I hope you're okay, mate. He got up today and had found that his gladioli had snapped in his garden, and if that wasn't enough, he contacted me again this afternoon because his washing line has fell down. Daryl over in Wales. Hi, mate. I hope you're doing okay. But he woke up this morning to find a Burger King wrapper in his garden. Kevin, a milk bottle was blown across the garden, and he said that his wife is struggling, and we are all here with you, Kevin. We understand how bad that is. Dawn, her garden table fell over. And Steph, I saw you, 3 weeks ago? I hope you're okay, but she's written here that last night she was there with her family and the lid of her wheelie bin blew open and the whole family heard it. Can you imagine that, being at home and hearing a slight bang in the back garden? Again, she says the whole family are traumatised. We understand your pain, Steph. Rosie, her bin fell over, and oh my God, the same thing happened to Sarah Jane. So there's a lot of bin-related trauma going on here. I hope you guys are okay. And Andrew, I think you live in Norway, so this is a really big storm, but his plant got blown over, and oh God, this is Andrew, who I went to school with. Be sitting down for this one because this is horrendous. He says the cover blew off his patio set, and now all his chairs are wet, and he doesn't know how long they're going to take to dry out. I mean, Andrew, mate, if they're wooden, with this weather, it could be next spring. I feel your pain. And then Edward got in contact with me this afternoon and said that his recycling box had blown over and he's feeling traumatised. And these are real stories for real people. I just want to share my story as well, because last night I went to bed thinking that I lived in a safe country. And when I woke up this morning, my garden gate was slightly open. I mean, God knows what could have got in there. And then when I thought the horror was over, at the end of today when I left work, I found this on my car. I could have been killed. I want to know, the international community, where's our aid? Where's our support? I guess all we can do is, if you have a religion, then put your faith in God. But for me, I'm just asking, why God? Why?